Hello, let me try that again. Sorry guys, hopefully you can hear me. That music should not be that loud. I don't know why, if it's that loud. Oh wow, yeah, I don't know why. No, background music should be like there. Is it still too loud? I don't know, can't hear you. All right, Donnie, let me know if you can hear me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome back, AriesEDC live from the shop. Gonna be getting some stuff done. Today I have voice audio is now good. Checked in. Thanks, Donnie. That's what I get for trying to play with settings and stuff. So I am in the middle of doing a couple other things, but today I want to work on these. These are the thorns for October. The reason I'm doing this is because the Wesser and the 2 micros are done. Basically, I have them set up and I'm starting to sharpen them. And I didn't want to do sharpening out here. But loud in the music still. All right, my friend, I guess I have it like all the way off, so I don't know. Yeah, I have that like turned all the way down. Or I just turn it off. I don't know. There. How about that? Is that better? But anyway, Robert Feely, good morning. Joe Casper, good morning. And Donnie Bless, good morning to you guys for hanging out with me today. So the last video that you guys probably saw, I was working on the 2 micros and the Wesser, and those are basically done. I just have to sharpen them, but a video coming out with them very soon, or probably in the next couple days. So the update on those, maybe at the end of the stream here, I can share those with you, but I'll probably share them on the TNFNU this week too. Sarah Walls, hello. Hello. Urban Woodsman, what's going on, man? I'll try to share the Wesser and the micros a little later on during the stream, maybe at the end. But for right now, because the other 4 stainless that are off at heat treat, they are on their way back to me. Those were shipped back to me. So the other stainless that were off at heat treat are on their way back. And I should have them, based on the tracking, I'll have them Monday. So I don't want to sit there and sharpen during my live stream today. I don't want to do that. Bob Rutledge, good morning, sir. I missed you. But we're going to work on thorns. These, we're going to do 7 of these. I'm going to do 7 of these. So we have 4 that are in AEB-L. So we have 4 in AEB, and 3 that are in 80 CRV2. So we're going to do 7 of these for the month of October. So I'm going to try to get a head start on these today. And there's Bob Rutledge. Hello, sir. So basically, these are water jetted blanks that I got made just for my drops. And when they come in, they have like little tabs on them, and they're a little uneven. So I need to straighten everything out, get them all look good, drill the holes just a tad bit on every single one of these, and get them prepped for bevels so I can start grinding bevels on these guys. I would like to get these 4 sent out to heat treat as soon as possible, but then again, the priority is getting some of this other stuff done. So I'm not in a super hurry with these, but I'd like to get them out to heat treat so that October I can get all of these done, because we're going to be doing 7. Good morning, Robert Feely, channel member. What's going on? Thank you for being a channel member, my friend. Thank you. But waiting on some water jet parts myself this week. Yeah, I need to prepare my beginning of the year order. I always do a big order at the beginning of the year, and that lasts me basically the entire year. And I'm starting to run low, but the next couple months I'm going to be finishing. I need to basically make all of the water jetted knives that I have. Some of them are the skeletonized stuff, and then there's 2 rock hoppers that never got done. So I'm going to do some rock hoppers in the months of November, December somewhere. But these thorns, I have to get these done for October. That's my plan anyway. So I got a lot of them. There's 7 of them in total that I'm going to work on. So I have a ton of work to do. So I'm going to be at the grinder today, getting all these prepped and smoothed out and prepared for bevels. Making sure everything's straight, everything is, you know, That's all right. That's all right, Robert. Good old emojis always sneak up on us. So that is kind of what I am working on today. Hopefully that'll take up the time. It was either that or sit at the sharpening my TS prop and sit there and sharpen the entire time. But quite honestly, I don't like doing sharpening videos for live streams. It gets kind of boring. Yeah, it's just kind of boring in my eyes. So anyway, we are going to be set up over here. We're going to be set up over here and be grinding away on these guys. So that is where we are going to be getting these done. Looking forward to October. I have some plans for all the handles on these. I'm going to use up a bunch of material that I have. A lot of it is like glow material and some carbon fiber. I'm going with glow and carbon fiber for these. Some are going to be just glow materials. Some of these are going to be carbon fiber. But they're going to be a nice thin, like a thin handled blade. So we're going to be doing that. All right. So enough chatty. I need to get to work. Hopefully this bell will hold out on me. Good morning, Tim B. Chris Warris, what's going on? What is going on? Chris, I apologize to you, my friend, but we need to get back together out there. We had that meeting on Tuesday, and there was more people there, and we got some really cool stuff. Oh, do you guys want to see something fun? Chris, oh yeah. If you guys saw my short that I posted last night, show of hands. Show of hands of who saw that. But if you guys want to see something cool, I can share something fun with you. gonna get hot. It's gonna get here. Let me go get it. I know you guys want to see something. So I'll share. We did the collaboration project together, so we did all those things. But he is going to be launching a website and launching basically semi-production blades. They're not really production. It's not like a production. They're full customs. I mean, they're full customs. They're water jetted blanks that he is grinding and he is shaping and he is doing the handles on. The only thing in the future, he's probably going to be milling the handles and attaching the handles in a different way. But it's still, he's going to be grinding the blades and doing that. So, yeah, Chris, you saw it. So basically, this is going to be a Corey Holly production where you can get your own jackal. There are three different versions, I believe. This is, I forgot which version this is, but this is one version. They all have the recurve, they all have a nightmare grind. One of them, the spine is a little bit more curved. It doesn't have this kind of loop in it and that kind of harpoon shaped. It's more straight. And then the other one is more of a Tonto-esque blade. So instead of this curve here, it's straight. So you have a recurve and then a Tonto. So it's like a recurve Tonto. It's going to be pretty awesome. All of them have a G10 layered handle material or just straight G10. This one is just an example. I know not everybody likes the tan, but this is just an example of what they're going to look like. But they're going to come in all kinds of different colors. You have the textured handle. It's, 3 fingers for me. You have everything is polished on the spine on this one. And this one has the satin flats and the acid etched and tumbled bevels. But yeah, this one is going to be pretty sick. And then you have 3 different blade finishes. You have a straight satin, you have this one, and then a straight up fully acid etched and tumbled. So he's going to be offering several different things. I hear you, Tim. He's also has one called the Barracuda, which is just a straight hollow grind. So it's a straight hollow grind, more of a, it's not a recurve either. So it's just kind of a drop point, a little bit bigger than this though, Tim. I'm trying to talk him into not going so crazy with some of this, but this is going to be his design. And if he just did a straight hollow on something like that, I think it would be cool. We'll see. I don't know. The straight hollow, yeah. Bigger? No. Yeah, I know, Tim. I know. Well, it's probably about the same size overall. I don't know the blade size on this. I haven't measured it and everything. I just got this Tuesday, and I just haven't had an opportunity to do anything. But he does amazing work, and it's definitely a user. And this belly just totally grabs things. Kydex sheath with that clip on it, which it's a pocket dropper. So, but done very well. And I believe the prices are like $260, and this is in Nitro V. So this is Nitro V, $260 for that fixed blade. But the website is under construction, and he's going to be launching it very, very soon. I'll have him on Meet the Maker again, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be pretty stinking cool. So let me go put this back in a safe place so it doesn't get messed up. And I think we're going to try to get that. I like the thoughts. But definitely, I understand people's thoughts on like the nightmare grind being too much and everything else. White Mountain Knives Finch sale. Ooh, 20% off modern some models plus code to the point. That's awesome, Tim B. Do they have any Hellfires? Because I want a Hellfire. That's the only Finch that I saw that I was remotely interested in. I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of some of the stuff Finch does. I know you do. I know you are. Compound grinds look really cool, but practical use. is all that. I don't know. It's an aesthetic thing. I think Irvin Woodsman. It's his aesthetic though. I'm not gonna. Everything he does has those nightmare grinds and the dual grinds, and that's his aesthetic. But I keep telling him, keeping it simple. And if the way that he can bust out grinds like that really quick, yeah. If he just did a flat um, hollow grind, it would be awesome. So, oh man, I always make this too tight. I always do that. My big nose hurts. My big nose. Jim Miller in the house. All right, so we're gonna get to work here again. For those of you just coming in, today we are working on the thorns. Um, I just don't like recurved. Yeah, see, I don't know, but we're gonna be working on thorns today. Um, for October. Just another update for those of you just coming in. The Wesser and the two micros are pretty much done. They're in the middle of being sharpened right now, and I didn't want to sharpen for the live stream, which is kind of boring for me. So, and the other stainless for the month of September, will be here on Monday. Fingers crossed, the USPS doesn't let me down, but they're going to be here Monday. So I have a little window to try to get some of these at least cleaned up, get some work on the October thorns. There's going to be 7 of these, 4 of them in AEBL and 3 in ABCRV2. I know that this is a small sample size, but looks like about 83% or more don't like the. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm I'm not in charge. It's his design. I'm just trying to help a brother out. But I guess you're right. Good morning, Kelly, channel member, moderator. What's up? How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Chris, I got to get you some pickled steel. I got to get you some pickled steels. I got to do some stuff on that. Michael McCoy, what's going on? Anyway, guys, I need to get to work. Enough chatting. I'm going to get to work, make a bunch of noise. I'm going to mute this microphone and going to get to it. Wow, that was so tight. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Derek for real, AJ, Brando's Blade and Gear. What's going on? It would have been great if he dressed up and painted his face like a mime for this. Well, I don't want you guys to hear that. Bluminati, what's going on? I muted the microphone because it's loud. And I don't want you guys to hear the craziness that is the machines and the vacuum and everything else. Oh no, this is too much sun over here. So now, let's see. I don't know what else I missed conversation-wise with you guys, but yeah. Plus, I'm wearing the respirator and everything else. So anyway, all right. So what I'm doing, guys, is I got these blanks in, and when I get them water jetted, the edges are not squared off. They're they're angled, so everything is all weird. So what I was doing is just straightening everything else and trying to get everything cleaned up and trying to get everything nice and straight and cleaned up. So now I can get everything, and I don't want to put the small wheel attachment on there because I'm not really doing that much material, even though it'll probably go a lot faster if I do it. And now I'm thinking I probably should, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to take everything apart. But wonky. Word of the day, wonky. Yeah, it's just uneven. So I have to straighten everything so that everything is straight. Yeah, that word. So that's all. That's all I was doing. So now I'm just going to use the Dremel to kind of just make sure everything is nice and cleaned up. And then I had to re-drill the holes. And just basically I'm prepping these blanks so that I can get to grinding the bevels. I don't know. It's just my process of doing things. I guess it's not everybody's process of doing things. It's just what I do. Good morning, brother. I'm actually catching. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, Derek, for real. It's good to see you. I know I haven't caught you, but I know schedules don't always mix up. I had to change. Yeah. Not your work, Scott. That is. Thanks. Thanks, Brando. But anyway, um, I'm just trying to clean all of these things up so we can get on to the next step, trying to get them prepped for bevels so I can get started on doing bevels. I don't know how I'm going to put this camera for you guys. I guess I can go like that. And the light could be here. And then I can kind of see the chat. I'll have to look behind me for the chat. But Kathleen! Everybody, heart, thoughts, prayers, whatever you believe in for my friend Kathleen, your friend Kathleen, the kayak queen. She's in a rough spot right now, guys. So, hearts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, whatever you believe in to Kathleen. You know, Kathleen is amazing. She's in everybody's live stream, and but she's going through a rough patch right now, guys, and she needs just some positive vibes. So if you could send some positive vibes to our buddy Kathleen, that would be awesome. Yeah. So positive thoughts to you. Whoa. Uncle Lot.
Because I don't know what they'll have to lunch.
Yeah.
It's just so late.
Right, babe.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it dirt?
No, the other nostril.
I got. You're giving me that I have the snot in my nose? Possibly. I'm glad. The blanks I'm getting are actually CO2 laser cut. Supposed to. What happened to that comment? Supposed to be cleaner. Yeah, let me know, cause and let me know where you got them from, cause if they're cleaner than these, then I'm totally down. If the price is still about the same, totally down, Donnie. Yeah, let me know. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of bouncing around. I'm trying to check up with the chat, but it's kind of hard. I have seen every say. Well, I don't have her anymore, Derek. She was about 8 foot when she passed. She was about 8 foot long when she passed. And that was Max. So, whoa, wait, whoa, what did I miss? I missed something. Nice fast with $2. Hey, thanks, Casey. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. I will play a little bit of that. But thank you so much for that, Casey. You're awesome. Thank you so much for this chat. Carnivorous One, good morning. Good morning, Brown Sugar. Hey, how are you? Yeah, prayers coming her way. That's awesome. All right, guys, I need to, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue cleaning up any spots that I missed in this finger choil area. I should probably be wearing the safety glasses instead of not. Yeah, wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Which way am I going on this? Wow, that was really loose. Okay. All right. This looks good, actually. I do a lot of the work on the grinder, so I'm not worried about it, but I'm just trying to get those edges nice and cleaned up. There's no grind lines or anything. I don't know. Just the way that I do it, guys. Just the way that I do it. Just trying to get them all prepped. Two down. Coffee beans. Nice. Nice, honey. It's going to get water jet. Awesome. Yeah, it's all right. She passed a while ago, Derek. Yeah, it is hard to do work while you're doing a live. Yeah. Yeah, just water jetting is, you're still going to have to do a little bit of cleanup on it. But Donnie, let me know how that turns out, man. If they turn out quality and it lessens, like if it cuts out all of this work, then that would be Awesome. I'm sure you still got to clean them up a little bit. As you notice, we can turn on the next video of the micros on the west. Yeah, I'll show Urban Woodsman. At the end of the stream, I'll show you guys where I am with the Wesser and the 2 micros. They're basically done. Like I said at the beginning, they're basically done. I just have to sharpen them. I did the beads this morning on the 1 micro, not on mine. Actually, the bead that I did for myself didn't turn out good. I didn't like it, so I garbage trashed it, and I'll come up with something else. Or I just won't do a bead. I don't need a bead on mine, so. But if you guys are a Patreon or a channel member, you've probably seen some pictures of those. I've been sharing some pictures of that builds with you guys. So it's clean. All right, Rodriguez, thank you for coming. Rodriguez, guys, Rodriguez is in like Portugal, so that's awesome. Yay, yeah, Jim, yours is strapped in to getting sharpened right now. It's about halfway there. Okay, that's 4. I'll give away tomorrow on my live. Ooh, that's cool. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. What are you giving away, Urban? uh, I gotta follow your channel. There's so many channels, guys. I'm sorry if I don't follow everybody, but. If that's too loud, you guys, you gotta let me know. If that's too loud, I don't have anything to give away. Should I try to do live stuff? I don't always have giveaways when I do a live. I'm not gonna do it live. I'm not doing a giveaway now. It's hard for me to do giveaways when I'm live in the shop, but yeah. And I don't really have that much to give away on these. I'll save that for the makerspace. I need to do some more giveaways on the makerspace. Ooh, before I clean these up, I need to put a mark. Well, I'm gonna set these aside after this because these are ADCRV2, so I'm not worried about the ADCRV2 ones. I want to get the stainless in a really good spot. So this ADCRV2 I'll set aside once I'm done with this because they're gonna put on the back burner for a little while. Nice and clean. Kelly's Mishmash. Yeah, check out Kelly's Mishmash stuff. You want to support everything. Yeah, it's hard, Brando. Like, and when I have this channel, all the extra time that I would use for like taking in other people's content, I usually am creating my own content. So it's very difficult. And I've lost track of who has channels, who doesn't have channels. So my apologies, Urban Woodsman. Yeah. All right, so these are basically cleaned up. I need to drill the holes out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna surface, just put them on, just kind of clean up the little, I don't know if you can hear that, the little edges, and then we'll be good to go. But I'm gonna set these aside because the ADCRV2 I don't need right now. Those are gonna be set aside. What's the name of your channel? Yeah. What's the name of the channel? Set those aside. This. Okay. All right, I need that. And where's the other one that I need? Box. So let's set this up. So literally, I'm just taking like a very small amount out of that hole. It's like almost nothing. It's just a little bit. Like that's it. Just that little hole. So I'm not really removing a lot of material. That's it. That's the biggest time saver with the blanks is not having to drill these holes. That is the biggest time saver of all, is not having to drill holes. I don't have to do anything. That's nice. Just the one. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. How many drill presses you have? I have 2. You should switch to a reamer for more accurate sized and round hole. What do you mean by a reamer? Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't know anything about that. I just don't have a clue what a reamer is. As long as the tubes and the lanyards fit in there, that's good. Checking it now. I have 2 drill presses. So I have my large one, which I was just using, and then I have that's not big enough. And then I have my smaller one. They're both just cheap Harbor Freight ones. But that's not fitting in there. So I have a brass, and it's not fitting through. Let me get G10 because that's annoying. I'm not going to be using brass for these, so. That's fine when I get those back. I also suggest deburring each hole if you do multiple. Yes, that's another thing I was going to do, Donnie. Good, thanks for reminding me. I have this that I deburr. Let's see. I'm going to do that too. Stick the brass in your drill and sand it down a bit. Yeah, I could do that, Robo. Or I'm not using the brass for this project though, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. But there we go. I have the other drill press here, so I have that. I want to counter it. There. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to sand it on my flat tile. So I'm going to remove all the mushrooming or burrs on it. So that brass is for another project. That brass is for another project. And I'm sure there's better tools for this. I'm sure there are. But this is what I do. Which is my moronic way of doing things. Yeah, that's what I mean. Bieber FH wallet. Yeah, and so I do this, Donnie. I do this. I counterbore, and then I just take them on the my flat surface, and I sand them flat again. So get all those burrs off. Sometimes that creates a worse burr. Oh well. Let's see. Let's turn you guys around over here. Drill deeper. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know more because you're. That's why I don't do folders because you're into like the precision stuff. So everything's got to be like perfect. Oh, look, it held on to two. By the way, Donnie, I get my bulk order of sandpaper in today. Oh, so that's awesome. You challenged him on a round swimming pool. Kelly, your thingy should be getting in today or tomorrow too. Ooh, your thingy. Yeah, check out Irvin Woodsman. Oh no, War Room. Yeah, definitely check out Chris over at War Room EDC doing cool stuff. Him and DBD will be live tonight. So Disabled but Deadly. On TNT. Be shady. What's going on, B? You need a new Aries shirt? Well, the Etsy store has them still, Robo, as far as I know. As far as I know. Still available there. Unless Etsy shut me down. Very well could be true. Somebody give me a ride over there. Yeah, I know. I got this fan blown on me. Dirty criminal. I don't have the shirts. I have my personal shirts that I purchased for myself. I don't have the shirts here. I don't make the shirts. I don't ship the shirts. That's a third party. A third party does all that. Ow, that was loud. Little Dykem. I don't have extra talk. Yeah, make sure if you are subscribing to people's channels, don't just go over and sub. Watch a video, like a video, interact with the video. Just do some real quick thumbs ups to a couple of them. It does, or it just will make your sub disappear. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to me. I love Tri-State when he does the raids, but every time he does it, I'll get about 100 subs or so, and then it all disappears within a couple days, and then my algorithm is thrown off and everything else. So it's like just don't, please don't raid. So I'm just marking. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm marking the center line on these. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, I'm just marking the center line. That's what I'm doing. All right, brown sugar, have a good one. Good luck with that. Hopefully it's nothing major, just a routine check. Hopefully. That is just a routine check. All right. Oh, man. All right. So we are like ready for grinding bevels and stuff. I'm gonna prep myself for that. It's not just something I jump on the grinder and do. Yeah, be kind, Sharpie for eels. Very good, Derek. Thanks for popping in if you're taking off. All right, let's see here. That's not good. So we're at 4.3. I'm gonna go with that and adjust as needed. So 4.3, 4.3. Right on these two. Maybe I'm gonna grind all this off, but oh no, I gotta go get my David's finger. Time it. It's 9:45. Using this right now. This is a major thing, guys. This is a major thing. I gotta psych myself up for this. It's not something I just jump on and do. All right, so I'm just prepping everything for grinding the bevels. So I have my jig. I have that notebook. I have this notebook here that Yep, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. But I have the book and I call it my book of angles because every time I do a blade or a project or a different model, I write down all of the measurements and what grinding bevel angle that I ground at. So anytime I'm doing it, I can always come back in here and look at it and say, okay, that's where I was, and I can just go with that. So I always keep my book of angles. Gotta learn freehand. Yeah, I know, Donnie. I suck. I don't know what a reamer is. I don't freehand grind my bezels. Just probably should not be doing this, but I do. All right. So I have this set up in my jig, and then just check where, make sure everything is where it needs to be. Where my bevel's gonna start looks approximate, and then I can jump on the old grinder. But I gotta set everything up. I don't know if I'm ready to jump on there though. I got some new belts in, so excited about that. Let's see. Let's get some fresh belts. So like everybody makes fun of me about the belts, but like all of these are all used. And probably I could probably throw away many of these, but I don't. Because I'm a nut. I use old belts for like handle materials, and I don't know. There's a use for them still. Just don't throw them away. So I got these new belts from a different company, and we're gonna see how these work. They're ceramic. I don't know. These might be crap. I don't know. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see what this is all about. This might be absolute garbage, but we're gonna. What is this? This might be garbage. This is what I get for trying something new. That's not right. Gotta put it on the right way. There we go. That's how you put it on the belt. That's how you put it on the belt. There we go. So, make sure we're nice and square. And my internet's going out. It's great. Why? Why is it doing this? Zippos and cigar ashtrays. I found one older desktop lighter. That's okay. Are you looking for something particular? At a garage sale with is like old Zippos a thing? I guess they are. Zippos I found, older desktop lighter. Oh, okay. When you're selling stuff. Oh, that's right. Selling your grandfather's, some of your grandfather's stuff. Yeah, like that's a thing, Donnie, right? Do you have like older stuff? Like the old Zippos are there's some pretty ornate ones. I've seen some really interesting. Oh, right there. Oh yeah. Oh, left shoulder. Yeah, that's a thing. Old Zippos. I like Zippo. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I've never. Well, I can't say never, but I. I. We have given up too much information, but I've not a smoker, so I don't have lighters. But I know that's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. All right, so I'm finding my angle. I'm going to zero out my angle on the bench here. So that's at 0. Go over here, find the angle that my jig is. And I'm almost there. Yeah, pretty good. Right there. Just a little peek. Yep, I like that. All right. Locked in, loaded. I hope everybody sells well. Yeah, I hope everything sells. Nothing worth much coin, but I didn't collect them for that reason. Yeah, if you're collecting stuff for just your own enjoyment, because you like it, then it doesn't matter how much it is. But I know that there's people that know that maybe handmade tools, but also have tools, welders, etc. No welders, like old school welders, probably. Sorry, my back. I have the computer set up over here so I can see the chat better. But custom stuff and collections, we can't keep it all. Yeah, you can't keep everything. Yeah, I'm sure Donnie would check out a welder. That's for sure. All right. Seems about right. And I don't know about this belt, though, guys. I don't know about this belt. Where's that choke steel? Ah, this thing. Yeah, it's working that belt a little bit, so I'm not getting blasted in the face. I have some rad stuff from estate sales. I scored an antique ceramic hanging ashtray. That's awesome. Yeah, scope it out. Scope it out. All right, guys, I'm not sold on this build. Not sold on this build. I have a couple of them, so some Pyrex stuff, old school Pyrex stuff. That old school Pyrex stuff can be hot. Some people go crazy over that stuff. All right, guys, I'm gonna see how far I can get. It's already almost 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna mask up. Oh man, oh, mask hurts. All right, we're looking not terrible here. First one, top is looking good. I feel the need to swing a 7-pound something at something. But really, Robo, what are we talking about? But all right, number one, thorn. It's not terrible. Chased a couple things, but it turned out pretty good. Oh, doing a bowling ball. Yeah, that's the last thing Robo needs. Do not send that to Robo, Kelly. Do not send that to Robo. All right, so we're not looking bad. It's not bad. So that's the first thorn down. And 4 more to go. Or 3 more, or 6 more. Depending how you look at it, 6 more to go. So, I said at the end of this live stream, let me unplug this. Mallory, what's going on? Dylan, what's going on? Just missed me grinding away at that one. Just did that one. So the thorns are in progress for October. Again, in October, we're doing 7 thorns. Moped EDC, what's going on? We're doing 4 in AEB-L and then 3 in ADCRV2. So there's going to be 7 of these coming for the month of October. I'm already getting started on them. I'm working on these because the 7 I'm doing for the month of September, 3 of them are done. So all the ADCRV2 are done and shipped out. 4 of them are on their way back from heat treat. And then I started the Wesser and the Micros, which you guys saw the video for, or hopefully you saw the video for that. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out because I'm about to show you what the finished product is because I basically am done with them. I just have them sharpen. So some of them are set up on the sharpening jig. I won't be able to show you too much, but we're going to go in, check those out. I need to get some water though. All right. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to check this out. Let's see what we got. All right. There we go. Let's extend this, extend that. Put this here. A little bit of air conditioner. All right. Let's see. There we go. That looks better. Oh, wait. What did I miss? What's up, Michael? Thank you for the super chat. That is awesome. Hold on. How can I can't? Why is not letting me highlight it? All right. Well, Michael McCoy, have you selected handle material for the thorns yet? Yes. So the handle material for the thorns is going to be it's going to be glow. So some of them will be glow. So I still have a little bit of some of the glow in the dark stuff. So some of them are going to be glow in the dark and the other ones are going to be carbon fiber. So I still have some of this stuff left and I still have some of the other carbon fibers that I got in that I'm able to use. So some of them will be carbon fibers, some of them will be glow in the dark. So that is what they're going to set. So anyway, that is what is going on. So right here, we have the first micro right here on the sharpening jig. This is the one with the burgundy rich light and the hand sanded finish, and it came out pretty stinking cool. I got the bead done this morning. Yeah, I'm hoping the carbon fiber will look good. I'm gonna keep them nice and thin, thin handled. But that's that one. And then mine, which is this one. Boom. Boom. So we have the Damtanium carbon fiber with the glow-in-the-dark blue beads and the liners. The micarta. So why is it not letting me highlight? It's not letting me highlight. So I don't buff micarta. I hand sand. So to get like this finish on the micarta, so I hand sand that to about 220 grit, Donnie. Get it nice and smooth at 220 grit sandpaper. And then literally I take acetone, clean the handles all off, and then I linseed oil. I use linseed oil, and that's the finish that I get. Um, it looks pretty stinking cool. And this is the Wesser, which is the Urban Woodsman designed Wesser. Came out pretty stinking good. We got that little front area with the handles. Um, you know, fits my hand very well. Bink, bink. So this is the Wesser, which is Urban Woodsman, which I don't know if he's still in the chat, but this is his design that he asked me to bring to life. We got the sheath for it. We did the gray sheath and, you know, locks in very well. So there we go. And I have the bead right here. So we have the bead to go. But yep, this one is going to be mine. I did the fun file work at the top. I'm at 800 grit on this pair. Well, it depends what you're going for on your micarta. If you're looking for a polish on your micarta or a more of a rougher finish on the micarta. I will polish with the white compound. And then it depends what I want the finished product to look like. But like for this one, and then this rich light material that was on my TS Prof sharpening system, that it's the same. I think I went to 400 on this one, Donnie, but I didn't, and I just maybe did a little quick polish, right? That's all I did on that, and it came out. And then again, linseed oil to let it soak in for a couple hours, and then I just give it a good wipe off, and yeah, it looks nice and clean. But I guess it depends what finish you're looking for. So, J1, what's going on? You have a great day. Thank you so much for popping in. Make sure you guys are hit that like button. But the micros, guys, what do you guys? I mean, I absolutely love this thing. That shape is really cool. It's the handle is like 3.5 for me. I'll put a lanyard on it. But yep, I think this is going to be a really, really cool design moving forward. Yeah, thanks. At least I can give you some. But yeah, so that turned out pretty cool. And then this stuff glows like ridiculous. This is called a micro Mopatty, MICROW, because it's a small version of a model I have called the Crow, which is the largest blade, or was the largest blade. But yep. So the micros. So this one, that one's mine, but we'll be doing that. So those three are getting done. I'm going to finish them up here in the next day or two. I just got to sharpen them. Again, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do anything for the bead on mine, I might just not do a bead for mine at all. I did one and it didn't turn out nice, so I don't know. Those pins are nuts for sure. Yeah. The glow in the dark liners and pins on this, that stuff just glows like crazy. Did you? I miss. Yes, you did, Jim. But I'm glad you're here. I know it's not. You've seen it, but it's on the sharpening jig, getting sharpened right now. So we'll be getting there. But there it is. It's getting sharpened. It's getting sharpened right now. It's getting its edge. I got it about halfway there. Halfway. My micro. Robo doesn't have a micro. You don't have a micro, Jim. Actually, I'll do that. So that's what I have coming. If you guys are waiting for your September build to come back from Peters, there's 4 of you out there. They're on their way back now. I should have them Monday. So I'm hoping to get all of those thorns wrapped up so I could ship those out early next week. So by the time they're done heat treated, I'll be done with everything else. Fingers crossed. But micro, not micro. Yeah, MICR, like mini. It's just mini crow. So MICROW. Because that's a crow. That's the size of a crow. So this is the smaller version of that blade, basically, is what it is. So we'll get it done. I'll get it done. Oh man. I do like the micros though. Yeah, thanks, Gabe. Yeah, it came out. Like these are both prototypes the first time I've done one. And they turned out pretty cool. Bluminati is my crow brother. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You guys both have a crow. That's awesome. But yeah, turned out pretty stinking good. I like the way it's coming out. It could be a good little EDC fixie, which is what I do. That's what I like to do. EDC fixies. Oh man. So anyway, one more time, I'm going to share this with you guys. For those of you who are coming in late, I shared this in the beginning. For those of you who've been following along for a little while, since probably beginning of this year, I did a collaboration project earlier this year with my buddy Corey Holly, who is just an amazing knife maker. And do any of y'all know when Casey is doing his knife drop? Yeah, I don't know when his next knife drop is, but he has been working diligently on getting his website up and running and expanding his business. He is trying to make as many knives as he possibly can so that he can have them available on his website. And he'll have a couple models there. He'll have a Jackal and the Piranha. I have a Jackal here that I'm going to share with you guys. And there's 3 versions of the Jackal. And yeah, they all look pretty stinking cool. I already got some feedback from you guys, so it's cool. So this is the pattern for which he calls the Jackal. And they all look like this. They'll come with that textured G10. There's be different colors available, black, either other layered G10s. This is just an example. And there'll be 3 finishes on the blade, a satin finish, this finish, which is a mixed satin and acid etched, and then just a full acid etched finish. He has 3 different patterns that are going to be available. This is the main one. And then he has one, instead of the curve at the front, it'll be a straight. So it kind of looks like a Tonto. So it's going to be like a recurved Tonto. And then the other one, instead of this being up here at the, let's see, up here at the top where he has that little swoosh, I think it's going to be flatter up here. So I think those are going to be the 3 options available. But excellent blades. You'll see the size difference. It is a little bit, well, it's roughly about the same size as the micro. But for some reason it feels bigger. I don't know why, because it's probably the tallness of the blade, but you can see it versus the micro they're almost the exact same length. So interesting, but yeah. So cool little fixie. And he's going to have these available on his website. He's looking to do all Nitro V. So he's doing Nitro V and G10 for handles, but he's going to be up and running, trying to pump out these as many as possible so that you guys can get them. And I think the prices are going to be right about $260. So these are custom blades that he's doing. So yeah, thanks, Tegan. Yeah. So as soon as I have all of his info, I'll be dropping it, and I'm gonna have him on Meet the Maker again so he can share everything. And if you're not a fan of this one, he has the Piranha, which is not it's not this blade shape. It's just kind of a drop point and a belly with a hollow grind instead of the combination grind that he's been doing like this, like the Nightmare grind. So it's a different grind on it. So there'll be different options available for everybody. But yeah, he does amazing work. They all going to come with a little pocket dropper clip, and you can put whatever you want on it. But it's not a bad package. That's not a bad package for EDC Fixie. So anyway, that's my buddy. I had gave him that. He gave me that, and I'm hoping to get that into some passed around and get it out to some people to check out. So yeah, Clint, it is a pretty good blade chip. He does good work. He does really good work. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I got the thorns all cleaned up and got one of them ground. I still have 3 more to go, and then I can get them sent out for heat treat, or at least clean them up for heat treat, so we can do that. Casey has the KB Zephyr out now. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you guys have to come to Meet the Maker on Sunday. You have to come to Meet the Maker on Sunday. I have a big announcement. I think I'm going to, I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't do it, but I think I'm going to. I have a big announcement that I'm going to announce on Sunday. So Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Meet the Maker. I have an announcement about something. I don't want to give too much away now, but let's just say good things for 2026. So you guys got to check in with Meet the Maker. I will have an announcement, and I think I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm not pregnant, Robo. I feel like I am, but I'm not pregnant. But I have a giveaway as well. I think I have another pickled steel that I would like to do a giveaway. I'm going to do the giveaway, the pickled steel ghost. Um, awesome, awesome EDC knife. Just nice big boy, nice D2, and it is pretty cool. So I'm going to be giving that blade away with some other cool stuff. But anyway, guys, please make sure you're checking out Meet the Maker on Sunday. I'll see you guys later tonight on DVD and Crib War Room EDC's live. There's some other lives as well, so make sure you check out your favorite channel. Check out the YouTube schedule, Scott N, and the YouTube schedule. He does all that stuff. I'll bring out that fancy slip joint. Oh, this one? This fancy slip joint, Jim? My hands are all filthy on this polished blade. That thing? This big old beast of a slip joint? That thing? Yeah, Kenman. Yeah, so I have this thing, man. I'm not a slip joint guy. You guys, for those of you who follow, you know I'm not much of a slip joint guy. But yeah, I'm trying to get more information on this. I might have to reach out to you, Kelly. I need to know what blade steel this is, how much they're going for, etc. I need to get some info. I don't see it on his website, but there's going to be other colors, and with the abalone and the true stone, turquoise, the gold, all the intricate carving on the bolster and the heel of the blade there. But yep, really stinking cool. So that one, I just got that in for review. And of course, I got this thing in, the Impala Hunter. I think they're sold out for $80, $80. N690 steel, sandalwood. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Make sure you check out Meet the Maker, and I'll see you guys later tonight on your favorite live stream. But you guys are awesome, no offense, but I didn't know you look like Captain Morgan. What a way to end the live stream. But you guys are awesome. Make sure you have hit that like button. Please subscribe. Hit the like button once more time, and then again, because you got to make sure it's light up. Leave a comment when the video's over, or not. Again, thank you guys. That choice is always yours. Later.